Ah, back for another round. That's crazy how consistent I've been with streaming lately, which is a good thing. I think I need to turn down the brightness of that. I do. I also need to turn down the brightness of my office lights. No, I don't. I wish I could dim my... Maybe I... Nah, I'll leave that how it is. Alright, typical post actually getting into it. Preamble by distracting myself by doing something else. Right, let's have a look at Go frame buffers. And basically what I want to do is... I want to add tab to a group. We're going to call this mess. It's going to be GitHub. We're going to go to MidiPunk. We're going to go to Go GUI. Go GUI. What's FLTK? I want this fast light toolkit. Yeah, okay. I want this as like as super basic as possible. Now we're gonna call this we could call it, so we got MIDIPunk, we could call it like GUIPunk. Like GUIPunk. Stay with the punk theme. Because we got MIDIPunk and we got GUI. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Right. So could do that. That could be good. And it's just going to be my GUI. I'm going to use this for multiple projects, so. We're going to go public. Create a new repository. Quick setup. I'll grab that. Thank you very much. Right, let's go to GUIPunk. Let us oh, we don't want to be looking at that code. Not looking at that. Let's go to MIDIPunk. No, because it's going to be GUIPunk, isn't it? So, but anyway, what I need to do is copy the workspace. I should probably check on my fries as well, because like they're probably going to burn soon. But you know, I should pin this folder. What don't I need pinned though? I really don't need music. I really don't need videos. I should use the videos folder more, but because yeah, pictures can go, documents. Yeah, we got random stuff in there. That's fine. Desktop's kind of handy. Put a lot of shit on there all the time, so that's cool. We'll go dev. We'll go workspaces. We'll go MIDIPunk, and we'll copy that one. Why don't I actually create a new folder? And we'll call it the mess workspaces, and that will separate these things out a little so I don't get confused. Actually, what I could do is work This way it keeps them together, and then this will be workspaces, vision, the other company. Right, the mess. Okay, so now we got MIDIPunk copy. I'm going to call it GUIPunk. And we're going to quit out of here, and we're going to load GUIPunk. We're going to connect to our little RPi, our little Raspberry Pi. Where we're doing our development. Yeah. This is a jam. Yes, I trust the authors. Thank you very much. It's my own stuff. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to clone GUIPunk into a new folder. No, Kitty, not yet. I'm just about to get up. Disappointed. Expecting you. Disappointment. Then we go to folders, and actually I'm going to go to terminal. So we're going to J for terminal. Oh, control. That's right. Control tilde. Is there a special name for that apostrophe? That like little quote mark thing? I don't know. It is that. Anyway, backtick, isn't it? Control backtick. Right. So out of MIDIPunk. And we're going to go get clone. I thought I copied that to the clipboard, apparently. Let's go. Either way, it reorganizes the. I wonder if I can turn that off. You do it. Play. No. Personalization. Ask. It was called like task view or something. What? Roll visibility. I was like literally just in here before. Oh, it's not that. I know it's not that. So stop going in there. Focus. Oh, I could do with some of that. Remote desktop. AI. Ooh, scary. I swear it's under personal. Gotta be. Oh boy. Desktops. That's it. Multitasking. I knew that. I always knew that. Alright, show tabs from apps when snapping or pressing Alt Tab. Yeah, that's fine. Desktops. Using task view. No, I don't want help. Clone. Alright, there we go. That's fine. Git clone GUIPunk. Let's go. Cloning into GUIPunk. You appear to have cloned an empty repository. Oh, you appear to be very condescending. Fine. So let's get rid of this. We're going to go remove folder from this. And we're going to go add folder. What? Oh. It like installs the VS Code server. The add folder to workspace. GUIPunk. Yes, I do trust the authors. Thank you very much. Because it's me. Do I trust myself? That's up for debate. Generally, yes. generally. Enter your password again. I wonder if there's a way I can stop doing that. Probably. Okay, so let's go. I've got an empty repository. I haven't even created a branch. So we're going to go check out branch main. How about we go git checkout branch main. And we're going to go git push, set the origin, set the upstream to origin main. Source ref spec main does not match any. Probably because I haven't actually committed anything to this yet. So what I need to do is create a git ignore file for Go, which I actually had in MidiPunk. So go MidiPunk and we'll go, pretty sure it's in here. Yeah. Copy dot git ignore to GUI. Yes. Okay, then we're going to go git add dot, and we're going to, so we've staged that. We're going to go git commit. We're going to add a nice little message, and we're going to say first commit. Okay. Git config. I don't want to do a global config. I just want to go user dot email, and we're going to go what email am I going to use? I don't even know what my email address is for the mess. Good. Find out. Wow, that's so freaking bright. What the heck? Someone's trying to log into Twitch. Well, good thing that code has expired. I probably shouldn't bring up my Gmail on stream like that. Stupid. Hello, future viewers. Please don't hack me. Oh, it's just NZ the mess. Yep. That's good. Gonna go username and what? Username. F. Done. Git push. Git push. Beautiful. Our first commit. Well, job done. Okay, now we are going to go init, go mod. How do we do it again? Like, so I'm trying to learn slowly here. Go init mod, go mod init, sorry. Go mod init. Go mod init. MidiPunk. No. See, this is why we take notes, because I know there was something about putting a GitHub link on there and stuff. This should be maximized. Thank you very much. That. In fact, I'm going to close that because it's here. Why is that? Right. And then we're going to go to Golang. Useful tidbits, command line plus utility. Go mod init. Yeah, that's the one. That's what I want. Back in here. Go mod init. Oh no, we just. Yeah, right. So it's just github.com/themessnz/ something cool, but that's not what we're making. We're making MidiPunk. Cool. Easy peasy. Now, I decided we're just going to use this frame buffer library because, you know, this is one of those compromises that I wanted to make. I don't really feel like I have to prove anything by coding heck is that window? Yeah, I don't feel like I have to prove anything by coding a complete. Whoa, jeez. Salt. Okay. Yeah, by coding the raw dog and frame buffer writing like to that. I don't think that's necessary. Sure I could, but it'll take me like a month. I'm not going to build anything. I will yeah. And just like that, heck. I need to put that BRB as a button on my Stream Deck. I feel like if I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it, so I'm just going to do it really quickly. It won't take. So what I'm going to do is go to my foreground overlay. I'm going to go add. I'm going to go add XGDI, add existing, be right back. Get into the middle. Which will probably show up on stream. Yep. I'll turn that off. Oh. See, I can get rid of. Yes, and then I can put a new button on my Stream Deck. I'm gonna call. Oh, I don't want to replace this action. I want to copy and paste it, and I want to call it verb. Back and BRB back. Set the switch to the overlay foreground scene and source to BRB. Then I can go like this with the touch of a button. Oh, it's beautiful. Very good. Okay. That didn't take long at all, did it? Right. That's pretty cool. Right. Basically, this abstracts away the frame buffer, so we just have to work with the Go image, which is good. I like it. I wonder if there's a more... I really don't know if I need to go to OpenGL. I don't know if I need to go to that level. What about Draw 2D? Okay. Maybe I need to look at maybe I need to look at your standard library image. Wait. Image composition function. From mask. I see. The dithering. Right. Okay, so there's the dithering fades. What cracks me up about frame buffer drawing and stuff, really going back to the good old days. Like, literally pixel pushing. You're saying, set this pixel to this. And you can do that 320 by 240 times, like 25 times a second. Is that your pixel fill rate or whatever? So 2 million. 2 million pixels a second. If you wanted to refresh the entire screen every time, you probably don't want to. Which is really cool, because that's how like some graphics hardware does it in parallel. Instead of sequentially going around in a loop to render the pixels, shaders are piped in parallel through cores for just about each pixel. Maybe not each pixel, but that math can be done parallel, just pumped out like super fast. God, I've really got to stop eating on the mic. It's disgusting. Sorry. All right. So far, I'm not super ordered duff. Gotta learn some stuff about okay, per pixel alpha channel. Oh, I've seen this heaps before. This is used in Flutter as well. They use portaduff to describe the blending modes. This is a cool diagram, actually. I quite like it. I'm gonna steal it. Probably doesn't belong in Golang specifically, but we're gonna go graphics. And everything else, like not just like Flutter. I don't know why I put that. You know, whatever works for you. So this is cool, like A over B. Which is, so A is 1, so it's always drawn. And then is B drawn, we go yes minus the alpha of A. So if A is opaque, then don't draw B. That's cool. A in B. So, why with A in B does it not draw B with 0? So is this basically just like B is like a mask? Is this masking, basically? Anyway, I don't need to work that out right now. Let's get back into finding our packages that we want to build our GUI-punk on top of. So we've got these source images, so it's not really like, we're not really drawing shapes in this thing. Maybe I do need like more of a graphics library. And I guess it would be nice to have the option to have like OpenGL acceleration as well. Image color and oh, so there is a draw edge. So I wonder if that. Oh no, that's what I was looking at. Okay, let's have a look at the draw package and see what we can do. Alright, so here's how we draw circles and stuff. So so we are defining a struct called circle with a point and a radius. Makes sense. We are adding some methods to the circle. So what this means is defining a function, and that function is basically going to operate on what is this called again? Is this method? Oh, it had a special name. I learned it last night. Well, apparently not, because I can't remember. Define methods on that. Yeah, super warm. Jeepers. Get rid of this bloody hoodie. Yeah, I can't remember what that's called, but anyway, I know what's going on. We're defining a method on circle, and basically it's going to operate on a pointer to a circle. And that method is called bounds. And what it's going to do is it's going to return a rectangle. Okay, I really have to. Oh, so warm. Oh, okay. That's much better. Jeepers. Starting to cook. Yeah, I'm not going to say it. All right, let's go. Color model. Okay, interesting. And then we're defining at XY int color. Going to return a color. So we're trying to figure out what the color is at a certain point. We're even using color model in here though, like the draw mask, destination, bounds. Ampersand circle. What does the and mean? Is that pointer? No. Dereferencing or something? Right. God, this is making me feel so stupid, like so dumb. This early stages of learning something difficult, and oh, it's the hardest part to push through. Especially when I'm recording it for the world to see. But what's going to happen is I'm going to get good. I'm going to get good at Go, and in a couple of months, at the most, I'll be looking back going, okay, well, I probably won't. I probably won't even care, because address operator, that's what it is. Yeah, generates a pointer of type X to X. Okay. Yeah. The operand must be addressable. That is either a variable, pointer indirection, or slice index operation, or a field selector of an addressable struct operand. Oh my god, this reading these docs sometimes, like, it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. It's like that thing, you need time to process what that's saying. It's study, but learning it on the fly is difficult. So sometimes the best way to learn is just trial and error when it comes to this sort of stuff. Come back to this and read it again after using it a few times and be like, right, I know what that's on. And the neurons have joined together a little bit. Okay, so for an operand X of pointer type E, pointer indirect. So for an operand X of pointer type E, the pointer indirection star X denotes the variable of type T pointed to by X. Yeah, that makes sense. If X is nil, an attempt to evaluate star X will cause a runtime panic. So what we're saying is var X is a pointer to an int, and we're initializing it to nil. Yes, totally. All right, well, let's get back to these packages again. What I'm getting is I don't think that this package is going to do it. So, see, this is kind of cool. This is just a 2D graphics library, which can output to OpenGL. Draw 2D GL. Operations in Draw 2D include stroking and filling polygons. Oh, cute polygon. A pat. Arcs, Bezier curves, drawing images, and text rendering with TrueType fonts. Okay. All drawing operations can be transformed by affine transformations. Package 2D, Draw 2D follows the conventions of the HTML canvas 2D context for coordinates angles. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's like where the top and bottom X and Y are. My apologies. Where the X and Y are and all that sort of stuff. Drawing on open. Okay, so we need to go to this. I need to start splitting this up into groups, I think, because yeah, we need this. Add tab to group, new group, and we're gonna call it Go GFX. Go graphics. Be in there, we'll put frame buffer in there. I don't actually need. Alright, we draw 2D, draw 2GL. Provides a graphics context that can draw vector graphics and text on OpenGL. So, okay, this is interesting because, like, do I draw? No. New graphics context. So do I do the whole graphics context in this draw 2D GL? This is all to do. Oh dear. Published June. It's relatively new. Not used by many. See, this is the crazy thing. Like, Go is so many packages which Reddit. Ugh. This looks fantastic. Okay. Whoa, this has a dead simple 2D game engine. EB10. An open source game engine for the Go programming. EBIT engine simple API enables you to quickly and easily develop 2D games that can be deployed across multiple platforms. Wow. What? Wow, that's really actually quite impressive. I think this deserves an honorable note. Like, not, I don't think I'm going to use it for this, but oh, who are they? What's it called? EB10 or something? Moody game engine. Yeah, that's neat. Neato. Migrated to Pixel 2. Okay, let's go to Pixel 2 then. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Last month. Okay, so it's still being updated. Not a lot of... again, it's a 2D game library. Graphics library. I just want... I don't want a game library. I literally just want something that goes... draw circles, draw rectangles, draw fonts. Which is pretty much what this raw 2D package does. So why am I not going for this? Is it because it's got like basically no one uses it? Is that my problem? GG is a library. Okay, so this has a lot of, and look how old it is. 9 years ago. Are you serious? When was what? Holy crap, time flies. 13 years ago. Look, it doesn't... Oh my god. This is the... I shouldn't read this stuff. I should just pick a language and run with it, you know? See, this is cool. This is pretty much exactly what I want. This is like save PNG. What methods does it have? Okay, so that returns a Go image, which I could then draw to the frame buffer. But now I'm all like worried about OpenGL. I'm probably overthinking this, like, a lot. So what I want to know with this one is, can we just get the image? Can we just get it as a Go image? I reckon we can. I reckon this is what we're going to have to go for. Frame buffer package and this draw 2D, I think, is looking pretty... Why does it take me there? I want to go to the GitHub. $1.1k stars. 2 years ago, 10 months ago. I mean, I guess not a lot needs to change. Alright, well, let's have a play. Let's see what we can do. Let's have a go. I just feel like I'm making the lamest joke every time I say go when I'm coding. Like, it's just the word. So how are we going to test this? Well, what we do need to do is change this up. So I need to shut it down. So we're just going to go sudo shut down now. Is it? No, that's still in like a minute. How do you do it again? There's a way you can do the power off. You go, was it reboot / alt the machine, power off, that's right. Sudo reboot -p. Right, now I'm just going to wait. Wait for it to give me the indication that it's safe to turn it off without ruining the file system. Okay, that just restarted it. That's fine. No, whatever. We're gonna hot swap this out. Right. We're going to put this screen hat on there. Cool. And then definitely not dark mode. So annoying. Did I type that in wrong? No. Okay, we're good. Alright. Alright, we're back in the game. So, we need to enable the Pi TFT overlay for Pi. So that's Pi TFT 28 resistive. So sudo nano config to configure the firmware. We're going to go down to max frame buffers 2. Overlay, disable touchscreen, ignore LCD. So I think they're the official ones. So, oh, I've already got it. I've already got it on. Okay, so maybe what I need to do now then is, oh, that's interesting. It probably doesn't work if I hot swap it like that. So let's do a reboot. See if I get any luck here. If the screen changes appearance at all as she reboots. Oh, it did. It did a thing. I really need to... Alright. Yeah. Well, there's a blank screen, which is actually not the worst thing. It's actually not terrible news. So... So annoying. Yeah, this is not terrible news at all. So what I'd love to be able to do is test go get. So we're going to install this frame buffer package. And I'll just import the example and just see if I can actually draw to the screen at all. That'll be a good place to start. So we're going to go nuts frame buffer. Okay, whatever. Right, so we've added that. Now we can go to a new file and we'll call that FB test. fbtest.go, and we are going to just basically copy and paste this. We're going to save that, and we're going to I'm a little worried because, oh no, we do have frame buffer 0. Okay, I didn't see that. I missed that last time because of the color. Okay, let's go run dot. Oh, it bloody worked. Look at that. Pink. Okay, so technically I should be able to change that color. Like, let's go just like alpha, let's just go pure green, okay, because that's lovely. Go nice bright green. Now this screen is just awful, so not going to look good, but and that doesn't appear to have done anything. Yeah, cool. I think I've broken it. What did I do? Oh, mate, wait, maybe 255 is not valid. Maybe we've got to do 254. That doesn't make any sense because 250. Yeah, okay. Anyway, you never know with these things. Yeah, no, I didn't think so. Working. Something's happened and the screen is no longer responding, so strange. Let's just, oh, hang on a minute. Is that's alpha? Oh, you idiot. Oh my gosh, RGBA. You fool, it literally says it in the method. So we're going to go red 0, we're going to go green 1230. No, we're not. going to do that. And blue is going to be 0. Alpha is going to be 255. Thank you very much. Gosh. One of the mistakes I make coding is just crazy. Okay, let's go. Oh, yeah. I wonder how quickly you can change this. So like if I just wrap this in a for loop, it's going to be real horrible. If I just wrap this in a for loop, it never stops. And I'm going to go like let's define rent equals 0. Wait, is that not how you define them? Yeah. Okay. No, don't do that again, you fool. RGB. Okay, this will be fun. Cannot use... Oh, uint. So how do you do this again? That's it. Unit. Uint. Hey. I'm pretty sure that's not how you define variables in Go. Expected that. Oh man, I'm so slow at picking this up. What is wrong with me? Come on. Syntax notes. It's just defining variables. I need to take some notes on variables. Because you may think that's like the simplest thing in the world, but no type specification, just inference. Oh wait, you gotta use var keyword, right? Is that what it is? Maybe not. Oh, maybe it is. No, maybe it's not. And it comes after. The types come after in this. Unit 8. Let's stop typing unit. I wish it was called unit. Unit 8. Okay, there we go. Bar. See, this is the short form assignment, which I wonder if there's a way around that. I mean, obviously I just don't know it yet. I wonder if there's a way around having, like, I guess not. I guess there isn't. Okay, anyway, let's see what this looks like, how quickly it can get through this. I mean, she's... So does this block? Does the draw function block? Is this a blocking function? Print time for draw. The flush isn't a function though, so why does it keep saying that? ChatGPT is really bad. Copilot's really bad at Go. Gotta say. So, oh, we've already done defer frame buffer close, so that's okay. It's not the prettiest, but it's working. All right. So we're okay with that. It's just literally guessing. It's just literally throwing out crap that doesn't make any sense. It's so annoying. Like, how is it so bad? Is there a way I can, like... Okay, well, let's try GPT. Let's try GPT 4.1 preview. Let's see what this can do. I mean, am I not using the right completions? How do I go to extensions? We want to go Copilot. Like, I'm confused. Am I supposed to install Copilot and Copilot Chat? I don't get... Copilot's code completions. This is what I thought, right? It's not very clear, though. So... Yeah, really, it's GPT 4.0 Copilot, and this is the best it's got. Bring in the time package. So what we could do is we could sort of record the an approximate FPS. So to do that, we could go timestamp not stamp millisecond. Yeah. Okay. So because these aren't going to be, yeah, but I don't actually want to format these as a string. I just want to go time now, which is going to give me a time. So I wonder if that implements. So if I can just get this as an int, something, the number. What about compare? No, that's okay. It's just before or after. Int 64. What I want. Yeah, I don't actually want to be printing that one. The number of seconds elapsed. and then we're gonna set that to time now. Start again. Yeah, and this is going to give us basically how long it takes each 255 frames. So if we want FPS, integer divided by 0. Oh. What? Yes. Idiot. Yep, sweet. 0 FPS. Love it. Exactly what I want. Something tells me just my math. Yeah, because it's around the wrong way. No. No, it's not. Not around the wrong way. This isn't right. This is freaking chat GPT bullcrap. Just making up crap, not looking at the whole context of the file. It doesn't make any sense. I'm just going to disable completions for now. Like, what the heck? Never seen it this bad before. Ugh. Throwing me off. So, now I need timestamp. Timestamp equals time now, FPS divided 1000 divided by blah blah blah. Ugh. Okay, I'm not concentrating at all. Right, so what we want, we're looking for frames per second. So we're going to have 255 divided by time taken. So that's frames per millisecond. Millis equals, yeah, okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to go FPS equals 200 divided 255 divided by our, can you chain things like this? Yeah, no. Time now in Unix milliseconds minus our original timestamp in milliseconds. See, I could just like do that. I don't know what's tidier, but frames per millisecond. 0. Yeah, nice. Am I missing something like how you do division? We're going to go time diff equals that. Undefined MIDI. This is int 64. Okay, so just use the largest kind of integer we can get, or it's implying it from. Maybe it's because 255 isn't being seen as an int 64. Then maybe I've got to because these are uint 8s, right? So we're going to go total frames bar total frames, which is a uint 64. Is this an int? Int 60. Int 64 equals 255. And then we can go EF. Oh my. Are you serious? What I wanna look at these formatting directives. I can't remember them off the top of my head. I need types. White alias for uint 8. Rune alias for uint 32. Ugh. Why am I failing at this? Is this not a division operator in Go or something? How do you do division? I'm so bothered by this. I mean, it's so stupidly simple and it's almost embarrassing that I'm streaming this, to be honest. It's just my brain is so fried. I really shouldn't be doing this tonight. After a really, really rough week at work. Thought maybe doing this. No. Get some joy out of coding again, but probably what I need to do is tidy up a little bit and go to bed. Cat GPT. Love it. Well, I mean, the thing is, what I've probably got, the issue I've got here is this is truncated division, right? So I've got a float 64. No, that's not right either. Oh, so of course frames per millisecond is going to be 0. Because this number is going to be freaking huge. I'm going to have like 255 over, like, even if it was like 400, I've got, it must be more than 400 then. It must be, which is not a good sign because truncated division. So right, okay, so even if it's slightly, even if it was 255 over 256, even that would come up as 0. Which is not good because that means it's basically 4 frames a second, which doesn't sound right at all. That does not sound lightest. Oh yeah, I'm too dumb for this tonight. Seriously. Okay, if I'm, and you know what, I don't think, I need help. I need help, and this is embarrassing that I'm asking for this help, but we go chat, and we're gonna go, I am cycling through and go. I am cycling through 255 colors. 255 frames from black to white. I want to take a timestamp measurement at frame 0 and 1 when we reach white. Work out the frames per second at drawing. How can I achieve this? Divide the number of frames by the elapsed time. Right, so I'm not a complete idiot. My general maths idea is correct. Okay, so we've got this const total frames, it's 256. We've got start time is now. This is exactly what I'm doing here. For frame, frame is less than total frames, frame plus plus. Simulate drawing, yada yada yada. If we're at the total frame, end time is now. Elapsed time, ow, that hurt. Oh, okay, so we can just do sub. FPS is float 64 total frames. Right, so you can cast by wrapping things like that. Okay. So if I do that, so if I just wrap total frames, what if I just make that a float 64 in the beginning? And like put 0 there. It does, I mean, it works. Except we're in milliseconds. So, I mean, basically what it's telling us is maybe we're actually not too crazy slow, because if I go times 1,000 now, you can see it slowly throttling down, right? So I wonder if I could do like a fixed, like 25 FPS rendering and just keep it there so it's nice and steady. So if we went like, maybe what I could do this a crazy way. I could use modulo. If I go 1,000 divided by 25 is 40. So I could go if I'm now minus. So we'll call this var time now float 64 equals gonna be int 64. And then we go if float 64 time now minus time, I don't know what that means, if so what was the deal with these arithmetic operators again? They had a weird way of doing it, didn't they? It was like left to right. Operator precedence. Okay, so basically it doesn't go along with PEMDOS, which is weird. Addition and subtraction. Oh, sorry, my bad, it does. How is... No, it doesn't. Parentheses obviously come first. Exponents. Multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Okay, so that does follow it. All right. So okay, we need to remember that. Okay. Binary operators are the same precedence associate from left to right. For instance, x over y times z is the same as x over. So yeah, normally like multiplication would sort of come first. So normally you go y times z. And then go x divided by the result of that. But that's not how Go works. That's a really important note. That's huge. Alrighty. So if float 64 time now minus time start, whatever it is. I don't want to call it TF. How do you like rename symbol T start? Okay, if float 64 minus so we do have to wrap that in brackets, and then we go modulo 40. Equals 0. Operator modulo value of type float 64. Is that not modulus operator? Pretty sure it is. Can you not use modulo on remainder? Integers only. Interesting. Okay. 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 How does that work? Interesting. I had to think about this before. I've usually just used it and it's been fine. So divided by 40, so that's an integer, obviously. So what we need to do is cast this to an int. And then we can go format dot print line I. Just Beautiful. Cool. That's good. So what about not equals? But the problem is, it's gonna skip some of those because it's not always going to catch when the time. Yeah. So what we should do is offload that to the sleep function, basically. So that was a complete waste of time. Oh, lightning. Nice. Listen for that. Ian is a float 64 anyway. Don't need to do that. No, it's an int 64. What am I? And then we go. Get rid of all of that. Okay. And then we're gonna go. Okay. Sleep pauses. Time duration. Missing argument in conversion. Represents nanosecond. The representation means the largest duration to approximately 290 years. Okay. Parse duration parses a duration string. Okay. Interesting. Interesting it has that. That's kind of cool. That's just an int. All time dot duration is an int 64. It's just labeled nicely. Okay. Sure. Nanoseconds. So, like, let's figure this out. We're gonna go calculator. We're gonna go 40 milliseconds times 1,000 is 40,000 microseconds times 1,000 is 40 million nanoseconds. Put that in the wrong place. 40 million. And we're going to go sleep to sleep. I mean, I may have crashed it. frames per second 9. Nine. That's not what I wanted, is it? It's almost like I need to send this out to a Go routine. Like, and we call it like function draw frame. It's almost like we need to let this loop keep going and like the draw frame will get back to us when it's finished, and we can only have one draw frame instance going at the same time. I reckon maybe calling this method on that is not a good idea. Maybe we need to like, oh geez, there's heaps of lightning going on outside. Cool. Maybe we need to go frame buffer bounds, image rectangle. Frame buffer bounds. Oh. Oh, missing function body. Oh, my bad. Yeah. Of course I am. Or I can just, like, give it one. Hey, optimizations already. Graphic optimizations. We've improved our FPS by about 40%. Look at that. Something tells me that it's not going to be so impressive the next time around. All right. What would be cool is I'm just trying to find a way to get like a consistent frame rate here, and I wonder if we can use the channel functionality to do that. So like if we create a channel, like frame buffer channel, and we call it channel expected type, because basically what we want it to be is bool. And basically this is just gonna say, is the frame buffer ready, free to draw or not, you know, like so what we're gonna take in here is a bool channel, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go like set that to false, and then we're gonna go like set that to true, and then we can put the draw method in here. It's gonna need all this other crap. I mean, we could put well, no, we can't. Cause what else does it need? We don't want to be calling this every time, so really we do want to be passing all of this through. So we've got the frame buffer, so we're going to go draw frame. If channel how could we use this? Can you like interrogate a channel? Or we don't need a channel. We don't need a channel. We just need a pointer to whether the frame buffer is ready or not. This, yeah. Does that work with pointers though? Like, can you pass a pointer into a Go routine? Maybe. I mean, we'll see. Frame buffer ready. We'll call it a bool, and we'll initialize it to true. And then what we will do here is so in this case, a draw frame, what we want to give this is a I still feel like channels are the way to do this. So this is going to be a we're going to call it a we're going to call it ready pointer to bool. Does this work then if I then go draw frame FB ready? So if I don't have that, yeah, it doesn't work, right? Because okay, so they're two different sides. So this is the dereferencing. Is it dereferencing? Referencing. So a pointer holds the memory of address of a value, right? Dereferencing a pointer means go to the address this pointer holds and give me the value stored there. So var p is a pointer at x, is a pointer to an int. He points to x. Print is the memory address of x. Right, so that means the address of, basically, does it? So a pointer is an address of. Give me the address of x, creates a pointer, go to the address and get the value. Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. So, I mean, technically, I could... No, that doesn't work. Yeah, okay, that does actually make sense. Okay, I got it. Okay, ready. We're gonna go FB. We're gonna go F boundary. We're gonna go magenta. And we're gonna have to type these things, aren't we? FB is going to be a frame buffer, which is going to be a pointer to a frame buffer device. FBND is going to be an image.rectangle. And magenta is going to be... Oh, actually color now we want. Color is going to be an image.uniform. Or a pointer to an image.uniform. And we'll call that color. And then after that's done, we're going to go ready equals true. Okay. Oh my god, it freaking worked. Are you serious? I mean, that's not bad. It's not exactly rock solid, but it's not bad. That's not freaking bad at all. So basically what we've done here is we are only asking it to draw a frame if the frame buffer is ready, if the previous draw operation has finished. And I mean, I guess this is like a really lame. It's not VSync, because like it's not VSync, but it's kind of like I can start to see how that actually works now in a really basic kind of way. It's because you're not going to get screen tearing and stuff. You're not going to get... So this is keeping the frame rate relatively constant, even though the drawing still looks painfully slow on the screen. So, I mean, I don't even need this sleep anymore. I don't even need this time sleep. We can just like... Oh, no, we do, actually. But now what I'm doing is, so if I go, we've got 255. So it should be taking me about 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. There's a bit of lag on the stream there with the mobile camera, but that's exactly right. Great. Very cool. Close as it bloody gets, that is. So let's start up another terminal just out of interest, and let's go htop and let's see how wild yeah, 14% CPU to render at 25 frames a second. I mean, the thing is, this okay. Oof, close that lightning. All right, brilliant. We have a little bit of a win there. I mean, I could just make it red. Or blue. Make it blue. A good color. There we go. So I guess, I mean, that brings me to the next step. Which is draw 2D. A concurrent UI kit written in pure Go. Damn, I should have read this earlier. You kidding? Oh, it might not be what I want. Let's not get too excited yet. This project is closed. Non-blocking channel communication. All right, well, let's bring the package in and see what happens. So we have now added this. We got free type draw 2D and Golang image. Groovy. So back in our reference docs, we're going to bring it in to our thing. Oops. Imported and not used. Yeah. Ooh, thunder. Storm is getting closer. My knees are swelling up. Speaking of knees, I want some M&Ms. Work that one out. It's bloody Easter. You know? I'm streaming to myself on Easter Friday. All right, let's do this. So basically, I want to get rid of all of this. Save. So the question I have is like, does this actually draw it? So if I just pass this to the frame buffer, is it just going to work? Like if I just pass destination, if I just pass destination into that, and get rid of, just comment this out for now. Run the thing. No, don't do that. Wrong command. I mean, it freaking worked. Are you serious? What the hell? My dreams will not be memes. Bloody hell. This is great. Oh, I'm surprising myself. I mean, not that I did any of the hard work. Like, let's be honest. These guys did the hard work. This is what bothers me. There's no way to do this. Hey. So the shorthand is always... What if I did this? Okay. That works. I mean, I don't hate that. So if I just went, like, I mean, this one, I mean, this is true. This is... I don't need to define that. What about this one? Image rectangle. So if I just go, well, frame buffer bounds, I mean, that returns an image rectangle anyway, so I don't need to worry about defining that. The only thing I don't like is you've got to hover over it to see what it is. You can't just glance at the code. Which bothers me a little bit. So I'm going to ask this question, like, to chat GPT, right? So, okay. So, I've got this Go routine that draws an image to the frame buffer. Great. It works. But basically that image is manipulated 25 times a second in a for loop. The for loop checks for, in the scope of the for loop, there's a variable, there's a bool called FB ready, indicating if the frame buffer has finished drawing yet. If it has, only then do we call on the Go routine draw frame. Into that, I'm passing a reference. I'm passing a pointer to that FB ready bool. The Go routine sets. Okay, I'm starting to see, as I type this out, I'm starting to see why it might not be the best way to do it. Because this function is it's perfectly legal Go, but the function is having a side effect. It's kind of dependency injection. Like, I'm injecting the frame buffer, a whole heap of stuff into this Go routine, including the frame buffer ready flag. So what's going to become more difficult is when I'm starting to draw multiple kind of images onto the frame buffer. Like, how do we coordinate those, right? We need some kind of like rendering stack. The Go routine sets this flag to false, does the drawing, then sets it to true. Seems to work pretty well. But I have a feeling this isn't how I'm supposed to do it. E.g., there's communication channels. And I know viewer functions are the holy grail. But how then would this Go routine ever not modify something outside of its scope if it's drawing to the frame buffer? We're touching on some really fundamental concurrency design decisions in Go. Your current approach works, but there is a cleaner and more idiomatic way to handle this using channels. Let's dig into it. So what you're doing now, you've got a main loop that runs 25 times a second, a draw frame Go routine that draws when frame buffer ready is true, and a pointer to a shared bool frame buffer ready that acts like a mutex or a signal flag. Yes, while it works, you're dancing in unsafe territory with race conditions. Even if it seems okay now, you'll eventually hit weird behavior on different CPUs or loads because Go's scheduler is not deterministic. Go's concurrency model is built around communicating sequential processes. Instead of sharing memory and managing access, you share information via channels. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm sharing memory with the pointer thing, I guess. You share information via channels. So instead of passing a pointer to a shared boolean, you can communicate readiness via a channel. Design idea. This is what, okay, so just a quick note here. This is where AI shines for me. 100%. Like, I knew something was wrong as I'm coding this. I'm like, this doesn't feel right. Yesterday I was reading about communication channels. That's the way, all the examples were showing communication channels going into Go routines and coming out of them and everything. And I'm like, my brain was telling me that's what you should be doing, not passing a pointer to a shared variable that's like global state or something. I don't know. It just felt wrong. So I just asked this question. I just said, hey, this is how it is. This is what I've done. Feels prickly. Like, what's the best way to do it? And then it just breaks it down and it goes, yeah, it works. Explains the thing. It's great. This is like having, this is seriously like having the best, most patient teacher in the world. They're not like, oh, they're not like, you f***ing idiot. Like, what are you on about? Like, you should know this, get it right. It's like, yeah, no, look, you're thinking along the right track. You're right to ask questions. Like the most encouraging teacher ever. Anyway, just want to say that. This is why I love AI. It's doing an absolutely f***ing terrible job of code completion right now in VS Code. But this is worth a university degree. This is gold. Like, this is worth a professor, you know, like, this is great. So, let's keep reading. Design idea. This is where we're up to. You can have a drawing request channel. The main loop sends a draw request to the Go routine. Okay, that is an interesting. I didn't think of that. And then a done channel or signal. The Go routine sends a done signal back when it's finished drawing. This pattern separates concerns nicely and avoids a shared mutable state. Absolutely. We don't want mutex. Example implementation. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got format, we've got time, we've got function draw frame, which is actually going to be called as our Go routine. What we're doing is we are passing it a done channel. Now this channel is I can't remember which way around this is. This is a input channel. Yeah, so we're okay. So simulate drawing. So we're going format print line. Yeah, we're drawing the thing. We're going to sleep for 20 times time milliseconds. Sleep this. Okay. And then we're going to signal done. $20 milliseconds. And then we're going to signal done. And we're going to signal done by passing in a struct into done. This just looks like a blank struct or something. Okay, now in our main function, what we do is we go draw requests. We've got these. We're going to go make channel struct. Okay, so we're going to make a channel which communicates with structs back and forth, right? And then we're going to make a done channel, which is also a channel which communicates with the struct. This may or may not be the right way to do it. Anyway, work a Go routine. Okay, so we're gonna start off this Go routine. It's an anonymous Go routine, anonymous function, anonymous Go routine, I guess. So we're gonna go function for range draw requests. So as long as there are, okay, let's see. The draw requests is a channel. So for range draw requests, trying to think of what that means. Like for range, it's like looking at every draw request that there is pushed into this channel. And then, so when we get a draw request, so I'm assuming this just keeps looping, like this never stops, because like draw requests, like what if it's empty? What if it doesn't have a value in it? Like, so I'm going to ask that question, right? Because we need to understand. So for range draw requests, will that just keep waiting for, yeah, see, this is why I say ChatGPT is the most patient university professor in the world. You can ask it stupid questions. That's great. So for range draw request, will that just keep waiting for? Will that just keep waiting for? Man, lost my train of thought. Exactly. The for range will block and wait for messages to arrive on the draw request channel. It's shorthand for. Okay. What? Why don't I copy everything? Gotta say, this thunderstorm happening outside is pretty freaking cool right now. Why does it not paste properly? Come on, man. I don't have time for this. It's Control C, Control V me, mate. Let's go. Copy. Paste. There we go. This is in the wrong place anyway. Oh my gosh. Go there. Go. Perfecto. Alright. Moving right along. What's the time? 11 o'clock. I should probably go to bed. We've had some good success. This is good. So I'll just finish up my thoughts here now. Let's keep reading this. Couple extra. Oh no. Okay. Go funk. Blah blah blah. So that just waits for draw requests, and when a draw request comes through, we draw the frame. Ticker equals time new ticker. Okay. Cool. So a ticker is like, ooh, thunder. So a ticker is like an interval thing. The fur ticker stops, so it shuts down properly. And then what we're doing is we're going for ticker .c. I assume ticker.c is something like the ticker channel, like it's a channel message or something. So when we get one of those, what we're going to do, we block and wait for the ticker. So this is kind of cool. So I'm actually going to copy this whole. This is a great example. We're going to wait for a message from the ticker, and then with draw requests, we're going to add the struct, and then we're going to wait until the drawing is done, and we're going to move on to the next one. That's beautiful. Okay, yeah, I do. I really like that. I really like that a lot. Okay, so here's a nice chat Jiffity example. There's auto completion tags. It's kind of annoying sometimes, but wouldn't be without it. This one's for drawing frames. Okay, let's see if we can implement this in our own code now. So let's see if we can refactor this from my beautiful pointer logic, which did work. Let's just be honest here, okay? This did work, but there is a better way. So what we're going to do is we're going to define a struct. That's what we're going to do. We're going to define a struct. Now, I haven't done that before in Go, so I need to reference the documentation for this somewhere. Golang packages, Golang reference. We're going to go language specification. Why have I got so many of these open? That language spec struct types. Okay, so to define a struct is very easy. We just go struct curly braces, and then we give it named arguments, named typed. That is a piece of cake. So how do you what how do you like name it something like that? Is it that the variable name? I guess it is. Valid struct types. The tags made visible through a reflection interface to take part in type identity. Two types are either identical or different. A name type is always different from any other type. Otherwise, two types are identical where the underlying type literals are structurally equivalent. Okay, well, we're not defining types. We are after a struct here. This is a struct job. This is a job for a struct. How do you define a... Let's go back to our professor here. Yeah, type person struct. Okay, so it's a type. So let's go syntax nodes. And we're going to put in... general, we're going to go struct. Blah, blah, blah. For example, right, say, oh, that's how you do it. Okay, there is a short way. Oh my god, it is thunderstorming outside so much. I might lose power any second now. In fact, I really want to go upstairs and get cozy in bed with the thunderstorm going, because that's cool. Right, let's... But I've got to finish this. I gotta do this. do this. So we're going to go struct. So we're going to go type. Frame request. And that's going to be a struct, and this frame request is going to it's going to be so this is another question for my professor here. I do like this actually. This is beautiful. These Go routines are really well thought out. This is that's my question. So in regards to passing the frame buffer in, I might be able to think of this myself, actually. In regards to the frame buffer, I feel like opening the frame buffer should really only be done once, and kind of dependency injected to the render method. Is this fair? Or how can I ensure that the frame buffer is only being used by one service at a time? Yeah, okay, that's exactly what I'm doing. That's what I thought. So in the main, open it and then pass it through. Channel-based serialization. Okay. Only let one Go routine write to the frame buffer and send it draw commands through a channel. Okay. No, you're doing great, chat. I don't need to tailor my examples anymore. Thanks for that. Okay, so ready. Frame request. So we're going to go frame buffer, and this is going to be a pointer to a frame buffer device. And we're going to have if bounds, which is an image.rectangle. We're going to have color image.rgba, color im. And so basically now we can get rid of all of this. And we can go frame request, which is going to be a frame request. And then we're going to go frame request dot frame buffer, frame request dot frame boundary, frame request dot image. Use image point. What? Is the 0 point? We just do 0, 0. Okay. Fixes that deprecation message. Okay, that's beautiful. Lined it all up nicely for us there. That's cool. So now we need to go down and fix this method here, and we need to create a the request. Now, how do you do this? Frame request. Is it new? How do you use a struct? Person. Oh, okay. Create a new instance. It's just using the curly braces. Okay, I gotcha. That's good. New frame request. No, just frame request. And then we're going to say frame buffer is the frame buffer. If bounds, and the image is going to be the image. Oh, dist. And then this can just take the request. Now, basically what I've done is I've now encapsulated that frame buffer, that frame request. Should rename this symbol to frame buffer request, maybe? I don't know. Nah, I like frame request, it's fine. For now. Okay, so I should be able to quit out of this and run it, and it should work. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty hard to tell if it's working because it's just drawing the same picture over and over again. So, well, actually, what I can do, I can just change this, can't I? Now, what's going to be interesting is what happens if I put 300 there. Absolutely nothing. That's a bit awkward, isn't it? What if I go 20? It drew it. Oh, it's backwards. I see. This is going to be a uint. Unsigned integer, so maybe if I go like minus 300, I think what it does is it just draws it off the edge, draws it off screen. Yeah, what it appears to do. So if I went 200, boom, draws it there. Cool. Okay, well I mean that's not the channel thing, but we've cleaned up this. So now draw frame. So basically what we want to do is this. So I'm going to do this a bit of a different way. I'm going to go instead of using 2 channels, I'm just going to use 1. And we're going to go not this isn't going to be a pointer anymore, this is going to be a channel ball. We're going to go done, and we're going to go done is true. We're going to send that. Right, so now that should work. Now this draw frame, if frame buffer ready. So here we're going to wait for the time. We're going to draw our frame buffer request. We're going to create a new channel, which we're going to call FB done. It's going to be a channel with a ball. Make channel ball 1. I don't know why it's expecting that. I've got the syntax wrong again. Oh, of course, that's right, because it's got that OK thing as well. I think we just do that. Oh boy. Okay. Good old new syntax. It's always fun. Frame buffer done. So basically, this is going to be an input channel. How do you define that? Draw frame. Okay. It's bidirectional channel. I'm not. That let you restrict whether a function or Go routine can only send or only receive on a channel. It's not just syntactic, it enforces behavior at compile time. Produce a consumer with unidirectional channels. This way we producer that generates numbers, consuming that process. So, oh, okay. So you can create the channel, but you can define the fact and produce that the producer channel is only an input channel. It cannot read it. This just makes sure you don't accidentally. Okay, we're gonna copy this tidbit because that's useful as well for concurrence. Example. Okay. That's good. I'm happy with that. Back to the code. Back to the code. Boom. So draw frame. I don't really need to do that, do I? But let's see if it works anyway. So we're going to go draw frame. Frame buffer done. Channel request. And then what we're going to do... Hang on a sec. That doesn't need to be a go routine. Right. I see. Although, I guess it would be a go routine. I don't know. Anyway, this ain't an ASMR channel. Let's go. Wow, man, I'm going crazy. All right, here we go. Let's do this. If be done. Yeah, if it be done. Let's go run. Oh, you know what we could do? Because we're in a for loop here, we could just go format dot print line. We done. Bruh. We can just do that. Now what's up with this? Frame buffer ready. Not used anymore. Get out of here. No! Oh. Farts. Oh well. Okay. Let's keep watching here. I want to know what the fuss of NeoVim's all about. I keep hearing about frickin' NeoVim, and I want to know what the fuss is about. I feel like I got FOMO. I'm missing out. NeoVim. Why is it cool? API is first class. Discoverable, versioned, and documented. Hyper extensible. Sounds like I got a program to program. Message pack structured communication. Enables extensions in any language. Remote plugins run as co-processors safely and asynchronously. GUIs, IDEs, web browsers can embed NeoVim as an editor or script host. Okay, this is pretty cool. Oh. Fine, I'll be honest. Lua plugins are easier to create, just like Vim script plugins. Strong defaults. Built-in LSP client. Client-server architecture. Attach the UI and keep the editor session running like tmarks. Attach multiple UIs to any nvim session. Wow. Works the same everywhere. One build type, one command. Modern terminal features, cursor styling, focus events, bracketed paste. Built-in terminal, set the standard for TTY as a basic component. Far out. Alright. Drop in Vim. Fully compatible with Vim's editing model and Vim script. NeoVim is exactly what it claims to be. It fixes every issue I have with Vim. D8 change. I shouldn't. Nothing against the guy, really. A lot of people do. I don't know. You know, this is the problem. This is the problem with social media. And people saying stuff. You know, you hear a couple of things and you're like, now I've heard that, I'm going to say it as well. But I'm not actually saying it based on my own opinion. I'm literally saying it based on what somebody else has told me that I respect. Which, you know, kind of makes sense in human terms, right? We are sheep in a lot of ways, especially socially with our friends, and we trust our friends, which is nice. We love them. But if our friends tell us somebody's a dick, we tend to go along with that as well. And this is absolutely nothing to do with any current political situations, by the way, because I don't talk politics. This is it. Right. Back to programming. Back to what matters. Using my brain. My Brian. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Damn, that was some good thunder. That shook the house. Heck yeah. Okay. We were doing this channel thing. And we done, bruh. So now what I want to do is go run dot. We done, bruh. Because it's just drawing the same thing over and over again. So, yeah, it worked. It bloody well worked. Look at that. It drew a thing. An aerofoil. Oh, I don't need to do that. It's great success. I'd say that's really good. So I'm going to bounce out of here. Sound effects are just the worst, aren't they? I love the beep though. I just cannot get over the beep. It's just funny because you know the person is just swearing behind it. They're just going. Oh, I'm not actually. All I'm doing is going. Shh. I'm not going to insult myself. Anyway, here's a cat. Oh. Fine. Never mind, she's gone. Well, that was lame. Alright, I'm out of here. If anyone watches this video or gets to this point in the video, please subscribe to YouTube or follow on Twitch. Come join in. I am very interactive if you start talking to me. I'm very interactive. I love talking about just about anything. If I don't know what you're talking about, I will ask you to tell me about what you're talking about. I like interesting conversations, and yeah, that's the jam. All right, but I do want to try and keep programming in the background as well and not get totally distracted. For now, I'm gonna go to bed. So good night.